Good morning, Thunder fans. It is early and it is cold, and we are here in San Marcos, Texas, where your NB Thunder varsity baseball team is just about to begin play here in the Peter Garza Invitational at San Marcos Academy. I can give it a shot. We're so glad you could join us here this morning. This is Coach Kevin. I'll be giving you the play-by-play from a rocky camera picture behind home plate. Not too many in attendance here, maybe about a dozen or so, as we are getting ready to start with day 2 of the tournament play here. Thunder have won the toss, and they will be the home team in this morning's game. Defensively for the Thunder this morning, behind the plate is Isaac Zegers. In third base is Declan Campbell. The shortstop is Pace Taylor. Paxton Lerma playing second base, and Israel Fuentes at first. The outfield left to right, Logan Cisak, Kyler Roston, and Gavin Seeley. And pitching for the Thunder is the sophomore, Dawson Posey. You can see Posey warming up there. We just had the toss, so everybody's scrambling to get everything filled out and complete here as we prepare to get day 2 started here at the Peter Garza Invitational, hosted by San Marcos Academy. Thunder come into this game with a 3-1 record. Their only loss on the season was right here on this field last week. A bottom of the 7th, 1-run victory for San Marcos Academy. That was an 8-7 game. Thunder had the lead and just couldn't put it away by the end. They'll play New Braunfels Christian, their crosstown rival here this morning. And you can bet that a lot of these players know each other. They've grown up together on the Little League field. We'll see if that factors into the gameplay at all. Wildcats come into the game 0-3, looking for their first win of the season. They've had 2 tough losses against Brentwood Christian. Warm-up pitches are over, and it looks like we are about ready to begin here this morning at 8:15 a.m., and we're going to start on time. The leadoff hitter for the Wildcats is the second baseman, Kyle Skelton. Skelton steps in, right-handed batter, and there's the first delivery from Posey, and Skelton gives it a ride out to center. Kyler Roston is there to make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. That'll bring up the catcher, Jack Collig. A loud dugout over there on the third base side for the Wildcats. First pitch in there for a strike. Posey skips that one across the plate, 1-1. That Wildcat dugout sounds like a softball team. All that chatter. Better pitch from Posey this time, but misses low. That one swung on and fouled down the first base line. 2-2 now the count for Posey. Beautiful pitch by Posey, a little higher that time. It's fouled back into the backstop. Just a little bit of break on it. After retiring Skelton with just a single pitch now. Posey is 5 pitches deep here. Another off-speed pitch fouled into the first base dugout, out of play. Fouled off again. Pitcher and batter battling here early in the top of the first. Just the second batter of the game. Posey has the call he wants now. A little breaking ball, and this one laid it on and driven into left field for a base hit. Defense gets it in. They'll hold him to a single. That'll bring up the shortstop, Hunter Elrod, left-handed hitter. That pitch just misses high. Beautiful pitch. Pickoff throw to first, not in time. They'll just hold that runner close there. Nice looking pitch from Posey, but didn't quite hit the strike zone. Second pitch, same spot. Runner going. Throw is down. Pace Taylor cuts it off short of the bag. And that is a stolen base for Colleague. 2-0 the count to Elrod. Turns on that one, fouled off. This one pulled just inside the first base line. He's going extra bases, and that's going to drive a run home. Throw to second, not in time. Sliding double for Elrod, and he drives home the first run of the game. That'll bring us to the third baseman, Case Underwood. Cleanup hitter, right-handed batter. Posey misses outside for a ball. Elrod moving on the pitch. This one grounded to short. Taylor bobbles the throw just a little bit. Throw is high, and the runner is safe. So Underwood will advance the runner. Runners at the corners now for the Wildcats. Mason is the batter here. Posey misses outside. 1-0. Wildcats with a 1-0 lead. 1 out here. Top of the first. Runners at the corners. That one hits the corner. Called for a strike. Underwood will go to second. Defense somewhat indifferent to his advance, but still will call it a stolen base. Low and away, and a lot more chirping coming out of that third base dugout. Wildcats on fire here this morning. Pickoff attempt at third doesn't go anywhere. Big pitch here for Posey as he doesn't want to let this hitter get away from him. Chance to still maybe turn a double play or get something here. He catches the corner. Big pitch. Called for a strike. 2-2 now the count. One out. There's a swing and a miss, and Posey has his first strikeout of the game. Big strikeout, too. Now 2 away. Micah Duke is the batter for the Wildcats. And if Thunder can get an out here, they'll escape a little bit of a jam. That pitch down in the dirt. Pickoff attempt to third. Runner's going, and he's going to come in safe. Mishandled by Campbell at third. Not really what the Thunder wanted to see with 2 outs, but they'll recover. Runners now just at second. 2-0 our score, top of the first. Posey checks the runner at second, then delivers a beautiful pitch, foul back up against the backstop. Gets a called strike on that pitch, and finally ahead in the count here against the opposing pitcher, Micah Duke. Posey checks the runner, takes his time, pitches high. Swing and a miss, and that's going to do it for the Wildcats in the top of the first. They get 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error committed by the Thunder, and 1 runner left on base. We'll be right back with the bottom of the first. Ready to start the bottom of the first here in San Marcos. For the Wildcats, that battery behind the plate is Jack Collig, and on the mound is Micah Duke. Leadoff hitter for the Thunder is the catcher Isaac Zegers. First pitch to Zegers is low, takes it for a ball. Second pitch down in the dirt, and Zegers is ahead 2-0. Hard swing by Zegers, foul down the third base line, about halfway between the bag and the outfield fence. He got good contact on that one. Nice pitch. Zegers takes it, and it's not called for a strike. Our angle here is just on the first base side of the plate, so can't really see left or right over the plate, just top to bottom. Zegers knew it was a ball. He's ahead 3-1 here. This time swings again, drives it down the third base line. It is fair, hits the bag. It's going to be a foot race, and Zegers beats it by a step. Zegers starts the Thunder off with an infield single. And that'll bring up the second baseman, Paxton Lerma. Lerma, a left-handed batter. Lerma waits for his pitch. Slow delivery and then fired in there. Just misses. Another ball called. Not a big strike zone for this umpire. Top to bottom looked good, but he must have missed outside. They hold Zegers close. He's out to a 3-step lead. That ball low and away, 2-0. And Zegers goes, and he is safe by more than a couple of steps. A stolen base for Zegers. That'll put a runner in scoring position for the Thunder, down 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. Slow delivery from Duke, the pitcher. Finally, out of the stretch, winds and throws, misses outside. Lerma ahead 3-0. I would imagine he's got the green light to swing here on a 3-0 pitch. And a runner in scoring position. Quicker delivery this time is higher and across the plate. It's a good pitch by Duke when he had to have it. Low and away, that's ball 4. Lerma draws the walk. That'll put 2 aboard. And Pace Taylor digs in. Taylor represents the go-ahead run. That pitch down in the dirt. Bounces through. Zegers on the move. Lerma follows. Both runners advance. And the Thunder have something cooking here in the bottom of the first. 2 runners now in scoring position for the shortstop, Pace Taylor. That pitch is right in Taylor's zone, and he turns on it but rips it just foul.
It's live streaming, but it's not going to our YouTube channel.
Another slow delivery from Duke. This one is over the plate. Taylor turns on it, but the foul ball hits him. Wiley's in the box. 1-2 now for Pace Taylor. Nobody out. Bottom of the first. Thunder down 2-0, but 2 runs potentially aboard. Breaking ball. Taylor swings on this one to the third baseman, and it's through his legs. They're not covering the bag. That's going to drive in a run. Lerma goes to third, and Taylor is safely aboard with the base hit. That'll bring up the pitcher, Dawson Posey. Taylor going on the pitch, in for a stolen base. Taylor gets to second. He represents the go-ahead run, tying run at third. Posey is the batter. Pitcher versus pitcher here. Delivery from Duke is over the plate. Posey turns on it to drive to second base, easily handled by Skelton. The play is at first, but Posey drives in the tying run. First out for the Thunder this inning. And that'll send the center fielder, Kyler Roston, to the plate. Roston, left-handed batter. Facing the righty, Duke. Beautiful pitch, called for a strike. Taylor, the runner at third. Posey drove him over there with the ground ball out. Pitch is in the dirt, 1-1. High pitch. Roston turns on it and fouls it back over the backstop, out of play. One ball, 2 strikes, the count to Roston. Takes that pitch for ball 2. Slow looping delivery from Duke is high. Full count now to Roston. Taylor awaits at third. He represents the go-ahead run. Better pitch this time. Roston fouls it back. Now it's the Thunder dugout starting to make a little noise as a payoff pitch comes to Roston, and he is called out looking. It's a nice pitch. Roston goes down for the second out. And with that runner still at third, this will be the first baseman, Israel Fuentes. Another left-handed batter here. Quick pitch this time from Duke, up and away. Israel Fuentes, the younger of the two Fuentes brothers. Emmanuel, not available to play here today. He's been nursing a foot injury for the last couple games, and certainly the Thunder miss him. He's the top pitcher on the staff and maybe due to come back sometime next month. In the meantime, Izzy takes ball 3. Three-zero pitch, 2 down, bottom of the first. Slow pitch. Fuentes turns on it, drives it deep down the first base line, but it looks like it's bending foul, not by a lot. He really hit that ball hard. Taylor was already across the plate before the ball landed. Hit high and hit hard. Taylor will return to third. 3 balls and a strike now to Fuentes. Defense has him shaded to the right side of the field. Fuentes takes ball 4 high. So 2 on, 2 out for the right fielder, Gavin Seeley. Thunder have now gone just a little bit deeper in the lineup than the Wildcats were able to in the top of the first. That's exactly how you want to answer after giving up 2. Slow pitch catches the outside corner. That one's inside. Seeley moves out of the way, takes the ball. Not a big lead for either runner. Seeley gets the bat out in front of it, but fouls it over the backstop. That one, there's a blooper that's going to drop in for a base hit. It'll score 1. Fuentes goes all the way to third on the base hit by Seeley. And with that hit, the Thunder take the lead. Beautifully placed right in shallow center field. Logan Cisak now the batter for the Thunder. Balk is called from the field, and that's going to score another run for the Thunder. Pitcher goes out to have a conversation with the field ump, but Thunder waste no time. Fuentes comes in across the plate. Thunder lead 4-2, bottom of the first. Pitch is in there for a strike. And the Thunder dugout has turned up the volume now that they've taken the lead. The excitement bursting forth from that first base dugout. They're talking to their runner out there, letting them know that the Wildcats are covering the bag. Duke takes his time, looks the runner back, then finally delivers. Cisak fouls it off. 1-2 now to Cisak. Another left-handed batter in this lineup. This time the second baseman holding the runner, so there's a big gap on the right side of the infield. Cisak tries to get it, but swings and misses. And that is 3. Seems like a lot of the players didn't know that that was the third out, but indeed it is. Thunder score 4 in the bottom of the first. 4-2 our score as we go to the second. We'll be right back. Top of the second here in San Marcos at San Marcos Academy. Thunder lead the New Braunfels Christian Wildcats 4-2. For the Wildcats, it'll be Flores, Klotz, and Wickham in the second. Sabian Flores, the center fielder, to lead off in the top of the second against Dawson Posey. First pitch is high and away. Posey working a little quicker than his counterpart. This time misses low and away. Slower pitch, this time driven to third base. Campbell cuts it off on the charge. Throw is high, and the runner is safe. They had a chance to get him, but the throw off the mark. And Flores will climb aboard in the leadoff spot. That'll bring up the designated hitter, Bradley Klotz. Short lead for Flores. He's a center fielder. You got to imagine he's got a little speed. There he goes. Bunt. Pushed all the way out to third base shortstop. The Thunder defense looks a little confused, and Klotz bunts for a base hit as the runner was going on the pitch. So first 2 aboard for the Wildcats. And that brings up Dylan Wickham at the bottom of the order. Wickham's going to bunt. Bunts it up high. It's in the air. Posey started to charge it. It went over his head, and another bunt for a base hit for the Wildcats. Just a little mispositioning on the defense there. They expected the bunt. He went over the top of Posey's head. And the old adage, you hit them where they ain't. So first three aboard, nobody out, bases loaded, and top of the order for the Wildcats. Kyle Skelton is the batter. Flores at third, Klotz at second, Wickham at first. High pitch by Posey. Change up. Breaks in there. Popped up high. Taylor's under it. Makes the play. Runners back in time. Posey gets a crucial out when needed. But just one down. And Jack Collig is the batter. Posey misses high and away. 1-0. Posey's been playing the role of ace since Fuentes' injury. Place that one in there for a strike. But to get through this three-game tournament, Thunder are going to have to rely on everybody who can get on the mound and toss a strike. 3 games they'll play in this tournament. They start here with NBCA. They'll come back at 4:30 today to play Brazos Christian, a tough Brazos Christian team. At least tough on paper anyway. And then tomorrow, they'll face off against somebody in the Thursday bracket, but we won't know who until their place is determined here in pool play. High pitch by Posey. Count is 3-1. Bases loaded. Big pitch coming here for Posey. And that one a little short. Bounces before it crosses the plate. And Collig draws the RBI base on balls. Then they're going to call time and talk about it. Pitching coach Brandon Elke out to talk with Zegers and Posey. 1 out, bases still loaded. And the 3-hole hitter, Hunter Elrod, will be the next to dig in. Elke satisfied with the instructions that he's given to his battery. Zegers makes the slow walk back to the plate, and we will resume play here. We'll see what Posey's got for Elrod with the bases loaded and 1 out. Certainly Thunder at double play depth. Not much of a leg lift there for Posey as he misses outside. Certainly focused on throwing strikes here. Posey takes his time, gets the sign. There's the pitch he wants. Another slow leg kick. That one bounces before it crosses the plate. Runners aren't on the move. They weren't even really watching. That pitch is turned on and driven into right field. Seeley is underneath it, makes the catch. Runner coming home. The throw is there. The throw was in time, but Zegers couldn't stop it, and the run will score. Other runners slow to advance. Beautiful throw from right field by Gavin Seeley. RBI for Elrod on the sac fly. 2 outs now, and the cleanup hitter Case Underwood will step in with 2 runners aboard. Tied up at 4, top of the second inning, 2 down. Posey takes his time. Fires one over the plate, fouled back. Two on, 2 out, tie game here, top of the second. We are at San Marcos Academy. Beautiful pitch by Posey, driven down the third baseline. Campbell can't get a handle on it, and all the runners will advance as the Wildcats regain the lead. That'll bring up the first baseman, Mason Benson. Still 2 down. And Benson absolutely rips one to left field. Cisak gets under it, hauls it in, and that'll do it for the Wildcats in the top of the second, but not before they are able to take a 5-4 lead. We'll take a quick break and be right back. Bottom of the second, it'll be Campbell, Zegers, and Lerma for the Thunder, trailing by one, 5-4 here in San Marcos, Texas. We're playing in the Peter Garza Invitational, game one for the Thunder. They're in the Friday pool on this bright and early March morning. Second game for the Thunder will be at 4:30 against Brazos Christian, and then they'll play a third game on Saturday against an unknown opponent. It'll be based on their pool play finish here on Friday. First pitch to Campbell is high, taken for a ball. Micah Duke, the Wildcats pitcher, with a slow delivery, but a fast ball. Again, high. Three straight balls to start the inning to Declan Campbell. And suddenly the Thunder dugout comes alive. A lot of noise there trying to rattle the pitcher Duke. Declan will take ball four straight pitches and a walk for Declan Campbell with the leadoff runner aboard. That'll bring the Thunder back to the top of the order. Isaac Zegers, but not before the Wildcats want to come out and talk about it. Coach tells the defense, don't need you. We're just going to talk to the pitcher here. So they'll come in and figure out how they want to handle this no-out situation with a runner at first. Quick conference, and the Wildcats will wrap it up, ready to go. Isaac Zegers, right-handed hitter at the plate. Duke out of the stretch and misses again. Campbell out to a two-step lead. Doesn't check the runner, just goes ahead and delivers, and Zegers turns and whips it foul. This time he connects again, pulls it deep to left field. Sowers is under it, hauls it in. Campbell hustles back into first. Long out for Isaac Zegers. Gave it a good ride, but wasn't the contact he was looking for. So with one out, Lerma steps in. Looks down the third base line for the signal from Coach Zach Taylor. Taylor says, let's just hit away. Let's see if we can drive that tying run in over at first base. Again, out of the stretch. Duke checks the runner. This time steps off and throws over to first. Some more noise coming from the Thunder dugout. Duke's already been called for one balk in this game, so they're going to try to stay in his head and see if they can't help that runner along from the dugout. That's a nice pitch to Lerma, swung on and missed. Runner on the move. Lerma swings. Campbell safe, slides in there. Stolen base for Campbell, but strike two to Lerma. And now the left-handed Lerma just trying to hit behind the runner, see if he can advance him for Pace Taylor. Bigger lead now for Campbell. Second baseman tries to hold him close to the bag, leaving a big hole on the right side for Lerma. He takes ball one. Overcast and low 50s here today. Sun maybe just starting to peek through those clouds. We understand it should be a little warmer for that afternoon game. But the Thunder hoodies are in abundance here on the first base side of the field. Big swing and a miss for Lerma. He goes down on strikes. Third strikeout for Duke. And Pace Taylor steps to the plate with the tying run at second. Ball low. Campbell out to a three-step lead. They're still trying to hold him there with two outs. High pitch and a late strike call by the home plate umpire. The dugout didn't like the call. The crowd didn't like the call. I didn't like the call. But it's going to stand. 1-1 now. Duke looks back, wants to hold Campbell, throws to second. A little awkward twisting throw. Campbell back in plenty of time. Fun little conversation going on at the plate here with Taylor and Jack Collig, the Wildcats catcher. Again, a lot of these players know each other. It's all new Braunfels, so a lot of these kids have played Little League together in the past. Taylor whips one just foul past the third base line. Hardest hit ball we've seen of the day. It rolls all the way to the outfield fence. Have to be smart is the instruction from head coach and dad Zach Taylor. Still holding Campbell, but no look back from Duke. Higher leg kick this time, and Taylor fouls it off, staying alive, protecting that plate. 1-2, two outs, bottom of the second. Thunder trail by one. 5-4 is our score here in San Marcos, Texas. This game scheduled for 7 innings or 2 hours and 45 minutes, whatever happens. 2 hours and 15 minutes, whatever happens first. That will ensure that they can keep the tournament on time and get all the scheduled games off as needed. Pitch is high. Over the head of Taylor, who lets it go. 2-2 now. Second baseman Skelton still trying to hold Campbell close. Duke doesn't even look him back. Much higher leg kick and a pitch, and fouled off by Taylor. Great job of protecting the plate. That pitch is in there. Would have been a strike, but Taylor makes contact yet again. Taylor's seen 7 pitches this at-bat already. And that is ball 3 down in the dirt. Campbell's going on the pitch down to the dirt, and he's standing up at third. Heads up base running by Declan Campbell. And now just 90 feet away is the tying run with a full count to Taylor and 2 outs. Duke still working out of the stretch. Beautiful pitch and hammer to right field and right at Dylan Wickham for the 3rd out. Taylor gave it a ride but came up empty, and that'll do it for the Thunder in the bottom of the 2nd. They trail 5-4. We'll be right back. We go to the top of the 3rd, and the Thunder have shaken things up out in the field. Paxton Lerma is now on to pitch in relief of Dawson Posey. Posey moves to 3rd base. Declan Campbell will cover 2nd for Lerma as he steps to the mound, and he will face Micah Duke, Sabian Flores, and Bradley Klotz in the top of the 3rd for the Wildcats. 5-4 our score. Wildcats with a 1-run lead. Duke, the Wildcats pitcher, digs in, and it'll be pitcher versus pitcher to start off the inning here. Fastball from Lerma, fouled off. Another fastball, this one low and in the dirt. Another foul ball. That one, the dribbler to the first base side. 1-2. Lerma's ahead in the count here to Duke. You ready, boys? See what the Thunder can do with the bullpen here. We'll different when the bullpen is coming in from the field. That pitch is high, 2-2 account. Nice pitch, just low. Count goes full to Duke. Lerma, a right-handed pitcher, but bats left-handed. Facing the righty, Duke. Another good pitch. It was up but inside, and Duke draws the walk. A leadoff walk for the Wildcats. And that brings up Sabian Flores. Short lead for Duke at first. Pickoff play not there in time. Fuentes, the lefty, holding him close. You can expect a few more throws over there. They like to wear that pitcher down a little bit while he's out on the base path. Pitch is low, in the dirt, runners going. Zegers throws off the mark, and Duke is standing up at second. Campbell now drifts in from the second base position. Big swing and a miss. Pitch gets away from Zegers. This time throws from his knees to third. In front of the bag, rolls behind. Runner's not going to take a second base, but he is in safely at third. After that leadoff walk, Wildcats now with a runner at third. And Flores ahead. Actually, did he swing at that pitch? Not sure if he swung at that last pitch or not. Pink necklace and sunglasses for the hitter Flores. Interesting combo in this overcast morning with the lights, the field lights actually on. Farmer's pitch low and away. Misses for a ball. 2-1, yes. So he did swing at that second pitch. Curveball breaks into the dirt, and the runner's coming. Zegers chases it to the backstop, but not in time. Wildcats manufacture a run there. That'll empty the bases for Flores, who is ahead in the count, 3-1. This game just over an hour old, and the time will matter as we are on a 2-hour and 15-minute time limit or 7 innings, whichever happens first. Wildcats lead 6-4, top of the third. Zegers gets some instruction from Brandon Elke, the pitching coach. Pitch from Lerma is a beauty. Called strike after Flores tossed his bat toward the dugout, thinking he had drawn a walk. So full count for Flores and the potential to avert the umpire. Lerma really needs to come up with a strike here. Pitch is low in the dirt, ball 4. Back-to-back walks for the Wildcats. The runner at first, and the DH, Bradley Klotz, is the hitter. Good size lead for Flores. Flores must have read something from Lerma because he was walking back to the bag before the pickoff attempt was even made. Either he had the read or the first base coach did. Shorter lead this time. Bunt attempt by Klotz is missed. Klotz bunted for a hit last time up. Short lead for Flores. Pitch is outside. Runner is going. The throw is just off the mark, and that's a stolen base for Flores. Let's see if the Wildcats leave the bunt on now. Little cat and mouse game with Flores out there at second. Taylor's more moved to a middle positioning here, as does Campbell. Both fielders trying to set up the play there. Lerma ignores and goes to the plate. Pitches high. 2-1 now to Klotz. No intention of bunting on that pitch. Tries to bunt at that one. It's right over the plate for a strike. Would have probably been a called strike even if he hadn't attempted the bunt. 2-2 now, and you can expect Klotz to swing away with 2 strikes. Takes the ball high. Count goes full. Nobody out. Top of the third. NBCA leads 6-4 in the first game of this Peter Garza Invitational in San Marcos. Lerma fakes the throw and holds the runner close. This time comes back to the plate quickly and check swing, but called third strike. First strikeout for Lerma. That brings up Dylan Wickham with 1 out. Swings at the first pitch to the first base side. Fuentes decides to go to third. Throws in time. Tag is in time. The runner is out. 3-5 on the putout. Fuentes to Posey. And the Thunder faithful make a little noise. Now we've got a little break in the action as the umpires are going to confer. It's a short conference. They don't even get together and huddle, and they'll head back to their respective positions. 2 down now for the top of the Wildcats order. Top of the third and third plate appearance for the second baseman, Kyle Skelton. This time, Lerma called for a balk, and that will move Wickham to second. This time the pickoff play almost works. Wickham a few steps off of the bag, the throw not on target, and he is able to get back in safely, but get some admonishment from the third base coach. Not holding him close now, out at second base, Wickham, and he's out to a big lead. Lerma goes to the plate, pitches inside, pickoff throw to third is off the mark. Taylor's backing up, and that throw not good either. The home plate came loose out of the dirt as Wickham slid into home. Still not in the dirt. That's dangerous. Another run scores for the Wildcats. So base paths now clear. Still 2 down, top of the Wildcat order. 7-4 is our score. Pitch is low. Beautiful pitch. Big swing and a miss by Skelton. 2-1 now the count for Lerma. And breaking ball goes right off. So the pitch hit the batter in the helmet, but it looks like the umpire is saying that he didn't try to get out of the way and not going to award him first base. You can expect an argument from the Wildcats here, but the umpire makes his case. He's going to walk out and ask for help from his compatriot, but I'm sure that call is going to stand. No umpire is going to overrule that call from deep behind the first base bag. Well, it looks like they are going to overrule the play and send the runner to first, and now the Thunder are going to come out and ask for some clarification. Zach Taylor just asking for an update, but seems to be accepting of the call. So Skelton goes to first, and Colleague will step to the plate. 2 down here, top of the third. NBCA leads the Thunder 7-4. Lerma checks the runner. Pickoff attempt, not in time. That one low and away for a ball. Seegers throws down to first. They're really trying to hold Skelton close. Skelton, the leadoff hitter. Most teams will put a player with speed in that position in the lineup, so Thunder want to keep him out of scoring position here. Short lead for Skelton. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Looked a little up and away, but gets the called strike. Lerma with the delivery. That one is unquestionably over the plate. 2 strikes now, and Lerma takes the lead in the at-bat. Two down for the Wildcats, one aboard. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Batter reaches for it and pokes it. Just foul. It's down the first base line, and not a good view for us from right here, but called foul by the home plate umpire. So we'll reset and do it again. 1-2 is the count. Colleague asks for clarification before he digs back in. Lerma checks the runner. Short lead. Delivers. Breaking ball in the dirt. And the runner will advance on the wild pitch. So that moves Kelton into scoring position. Wildcats would love to push one more across here. It's under intent on holding them to no more. Nobody holding Skelton on at second. That one fouled off right at the Thunder dugout. Two balls, two strikes, two down here, top of the third. Lerma steps towards second, but nobody covering the bag. Just wants to pull that runner back close. Thunder defense at standard depth. Campbell now creeps in from second base. Pitches in the dirt. Nice stop by Zegers. Full count, two down. Something's going to happen here. Lerma from the stretch. Here's the payoff pitch. And fouled off by Colleague. Colleague continues to protect. 29 pitches already for Lerma here in this inning. Game is an hour 17 old, so we've got about 58 minutes left to play here in San Marcos. Under the lights on this cold and overcast morning. Another foul ball for Colleague. Lerma's delivery misses just high, ball four. Colleague will go to first. Skelton is already at second. Two aboard, two down for the three-hole hitter, shortstop Hunter Elrod. And Brandon Elke is going to head out to the mound to discuss pitching strategy with Lerma here against Elrod. It's a big spot here with two outs. Thunder down by three. Thunder offense has looked good, and they'll be coming up in the bottom of the inning, but they need to keep this game within reach. And that is all dependent on what happens with Hunter Elrod. Fuentes covering at first, leaves a little bit of hole. Campbell looks like he slid a little to his left defensively. First pitch is low, ball one. Looks like the infield is shifted to the right for the left-handed hitting Elrod. Pace Taylor, the shortstop, now behind the second base bag. Lerma's pitch is a beauty and gets the called strike. Lerma takes his time, gets the pitch he wants. His delivery is slowed down a little bit as Elrod turns on one and drives deep to center field. Roston settles underneath it, and it's off his glove. It's going to fall in. Elrod goes to second and brings home 2 runs on the fielding error. And that opens up the game for the Wildcats. 9-4 now our score. Here's the third baseman, Case Underwood, still 2 down. Four runs now for the Wildcats in the inning. They've scored in every inning so far. Change up, swing and a miss by Underwood. Underwood has reached twice today, both times by error, to the left side of the infield. Runners going. Breaking ball in the dirt. And Elrod is in there easily to third. One, 2 out. 9-4 is our score. Lerman's going to throw to third. Posey tags the runner, but he's already standing on base. Nothing doing there. Posey now just in front of the bag, ready to make a play. Rest of the infield where they normally would play. That pitch misses to the outside. 2 on the count. 9-4 our score, top 3. Nice pitch by Lerma. Just misses inside. 3-1 now for Underwood. Fastball fouled off. Count goes full. Lerma working slowly out there now after 40 pitches in the inning. There's the delivery. Breaking ball misses inside, and that is ball 4. Pretty pitch, but didn't get it over the plate. Now the runner going. Missed throw back to the pitcher, and there is another run for the Wildcats. Defensive mistake for the Thunder. Well, now they're calling Underwood back, saying it was ball 3. I had him with ball 4. But the run is going to stand. Coach Brandon Elke trying to argue for a dead ball there, but not going to get the call. So it looks like it's 3-2. And Coach Zach Taylor wants to talk about it a little bit. Five runs for the Wildcats in the inning. They lead 10-4. Thunder don't seem too happy with the call by the home plate umpire there, but it's his world and it's going to stand. So 3-2 says the umpire. This will be the payoff pitch. Not before the run scores. Lerma's delivery is in there. Called strike 3, and that's going to do it. The walk turned into a strikeout, and that'll end things for the Wildcats in the top of the third. We'll be right back. Welcome back to San Marcos, Texas, as we head to the bottom of the third inning. Thunder trailing 10-4 to the NBCA Wildcats here in San Marcos, Texas, game 1 of the Peter Garza Invitational. It'll be the third baseman, Posey, to lead things off. And it looks like Micah Moak in the on-deck circle will be substituting for Kyler Roston. Posey in to take the first pitch from Micah Duke, and it's a called strike. Duke has thrown 57 pitches so far in this game. Bottom of the third. We've got about 45 minutes left to play. That one bounces across home plate for a ball. Pitch high. Thunder strategy now should be to take a lot of pitches and see if they can't chip away at this 10-4 lead assembled by the Wildcats. Another high pitch. Posey leaves the bat on his shoulder. 3-1 now the count. Better pitch this time from Duke, and Posey liked it too. Big swing, but comes up empty. Count goes full. Posey protects, fouls it down over the third base dugout. This time, Posey drives it right up the middle. A stand-up single for Dawson Posey. Excellent job of working deep in the count and still coming away with a hit. Be looking to start a little rally for the Thunder here as Micah Moak comes to the plate. Moak pinch hitting in the 5-hole for Kyler Roston. Moak is the lone senior on this squad. A two-sport athlete for the Thunder, was late to join the baseball team because he was finishing up his duty with the basketball squad. At the state championship, pitches low and inside in the dirt, and Posey coasts into second. Second offering now to Moak. And he turns on it and rips it fair inside the third baseline. That's going to score a run. Moak turns and looks for two. He's on his way. Throw is coming in. And he is stand up in the second. Big double for Micah Moak. And the Thunder crowd comes alive. Strongest hit of the game for the Thunder so far. And that's exactly what they're hoping to, is start to get to this pitcher, Micah Duke. On his 66th pitch, Micah Moak rips one inside the third base line, wins the battle of the Micahs. Thunder dugout goes nuts, and that'll bring up Israel Fuentes. Big hit for senior Micah Moak in the pinch hitting slot as Fuentes swings at the first offering from Duke. Moak out to a 3-step lead at second, not being held close. Fuentes with another big cut. Comes up empty, and he's behind 0-2. Now, Fuentes' back foot is out of the batter's box. We'll see if that's called on him. He takes the third pitch for a ball, just missed. It was good location. He's still got that back foot outside the chalk of the batter's box. Fouls it down the first base line. Not a lot of chalk left in that batter's box, so I'm not sure if that's something they'll call, but he is back in the box behind the point of the plate. High pitch, ball two. Moak standing comfortably out at second. Nobody out, bottom of 3. Moak out to a 3-step lead now as Duke misses with the pitch and the count goes full. Fuentes fell behind 0-2. He's battled his way back. Now he's got that back foot on the chalk. I hate to see him get called out on a technicality there. Pitch is over the plate. Fuentes fouls it off behind the backstop. Bottom 3, 10-5. Wildcats lead the Thunder in the first game of this Peter Garza Invitational. Game will be 7 innings or 2 hours and 15 minutes, whichever comes first. We've got about 40 minutes left on the clock here as we're in the bottom of the third. I don't think we'll get through 7. Pitch is high, and Fuentes draws the walk. That'll put runners at first and second for the Thunder. Nobody out. And Gavin Seeley will be the batter. And the Wildcats Going to take a quick break and figure out how to deal with this situation. The whole infield comes in and we could be looking at a pitching change. We'll take a quick break and be right back. Gavin Seeley, now the batter, takes the first pitch for a ball. Runners at first and second. Takes the second pitch for a ball. That one just catches the outside corner. Called strike. Seeley didn't like the pitch, was content to let it go. 2-1, nobody out. Runners at first and second. High pitch. Seeley ahead in the count 3-1. Looking to draw a walk here would load the bases up. 79 pitches already for Micah Duke. Thunder looking to take him even deeper. Moak at second. Fuentes at first. Swing by Seeley, driven into center field, and it's another blooper for a base hit. Fuentes slow off of the bag from first. He thought it was going to be caught, and that is going to be a fielder's choice. Seeley robbed of a beautiful hit. Moak goes to third. Seeley will be at first. And Dustin Hensey will step in to pinch hit for Logan Cisak. Left-handed hitting Hensey. Hensey takes the first pitch for a ball. Thunder with runners at the corners and one out. Next pitch is right in the zone, called strike. Hensey swings at the next pitch as Seeley slides into second safely. Moak unable to move from third. So 1-2 the count. Runners at second and third. Thunder trail by 5 here in the bottom of the third in San Marcos. Micah Duke, the Wildcats pitcher, with the delivery. Pitches low. Hensey takes it for ball 2. That one high, missed by a mile. Upstairs, ball three. Hensley has worked the count full here. And more chatter coming out of that Thunder dugout. That pitch is in there. Hensley leaves the bat on his shoulder, and he is called out looking. So 2 out, 2 on for Declan Campbell. Campbell cuts at the first pitch. Swing and a miss for strike one. Big lead at second for Seeley. He wants to score on anything. Duke misses high with the pitch. 1-1 the count now to Campbell. Moak the runner at third. Seeley at second. Fastball misses high, 2-1. Moak out to a big lead. Seeley out to a big lead. Campbell's going to keep on taking pitches until Duke finds the strike zone. 3-1 now the count. Declan Campbell would love to draw a walk and load the bases up for the top of the order. Pitch is in there, and Campbell is swinging. That one's going to be fouled out of play over the third base dugout. Campbell's got the green light on a 3-1 pitch in that spot. Duke from the stretch. Here's the 3-2. Campbell swings and misses. Gets away from the catcher, but he picks it up quickly and tags Campbell out, and that'll do it for the Thunder in the third. 10-5 our score. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the campus of San Marcos Academy. We are in game number 1 of the Peter Garza Invitational for your NB Thunder. They trail 10-5 here in the top of the 4th with the Wildcats coming to bat. It'll be Benson, Duke, and Flores in the top of the 4th to face Paxton Lerma. Mason Benson, the first baseman for the Wildcats. Breaking pitch from Lerma is in there for a strike. Nobody on base, but Lerma works out of the stretch. Takes his time and fires in pitch number 2. Hopped up, shallow infield. Lerma's waving him off, calls for it, and makes the grab. 2 pitches, and he's got the first out. So that'll bring up the opposing pitcher, Micah Duke. This is where Lerma started in the order when he came in the 3rd. But he's 44 pitches deep already. First pitch is a breaking pitch called strike. Lerma's putting it over the plate here in the 4th inning. Second pitch is high, 1-1. Ooh, and that one gets off of the helmet of Duke. Not the same situation as the last one. He definitely tried to get out of the way of that one and couldn't. He'll go to first on the hit by pitch. So 1 out and 1 on for Sabian Flores, the center fielder. Flores looks like he's removed those sunglasses, as the sun has not really come out here this morning. Still in the low 50s, rather cool. A lot of the fans bundled up in blankets and scarves and earmuffs, I see. Undoubtedly the coldest game of the year for the Thunder so far. Supposed to be a little warmer for that 4:30 game against Brazos Christian, and then really maybe getting up into the 80s tomorrow. Pitch is outside, gets away from Zegers, and Duke is going to coast into second. Nobody holds Duke at second. But Lerma turns and brings him back close anyway. Defense at standard depth. This time, quick pitches to the plate and fouled off by Flores into the glove of Zegers. 1-1 the count. Campbell's now crawled in from that second base position to hold Duke close. Lerma checks the runner. Here's the delivery. Low, ball 2. Got about 50 fans here in attendance this morning. Made the drive up from New Braunfels. Lerma tries the pickoff move. Runner's back in time. You can't imagine that. Well, it's good strategy while that pitcher's at second to make him have to dive back into second several times. But we've got to wonder how much longer the Wildcats are going to go with Duke, who's thrown 93 pitches in this game so far. Lerma's delivery is short. Ball 3. 3-1 the count. 1 down. Thunder trail 10-5 in the top of the fourth. We're just after 10 o'clock, about 25 minutes to play in this one before they'll call it on time and move on to the next game. Thunder are going to have to get it done in the bottom of the fourth if they want something to happen. Breaking pitch gets away from Zegers. It's a walk, and Duke will head to third on the wild pitch. Thunder will call time, and Elke heads out to the mound to talk to Lerma. Thunder going to figure out how they want to pitch with this runners on the corner situation. 1 down here, top of the fourth. It'll be the right-handed DH, Bradley Klotz, who heads over to the third base coach to get instruction as well. Elke's mound visit is short and sweet. He's back on his perch where he's calling pitches just outside the Thunder dugout. And the battery is set up for Bradley Klotz. Klotz, a senior for the Wildcats. Both runners being held closely. Flores goes on the pitch and is easily into second as the defense wants nothing to do with that throw. Pitch was a ball. And now with 2 in scoring position, Klotz has a chance to break the game open. Swings and pulls it down the third base line. Posey's there, throws it home in plenty of time. Zegers applies the tag. Back to third, not in time. Taylor was covering, couldn't turn 2 on that, but still a nice defensive play for the Thunder. No run will score. Klotz goes to first on the fielder's choice. Duke is out at the plate, 5-2. And still with runners at the corners, this will be Dylan Wickham. Klotz with a short lead at first. You got to imagine he'll be trying to set something up for the speedy Flores, who's quite a bit off the third base bag. Doesn't go anywhere as the pitch is low. Excellent block by Zegers behind the plate. Urban takes his time. Decides to go to third. Flores back in plenty of time. Pitch comes in and plunks Wickham. He'll go to first. Klotz will move to second. That'll load him up for the top of the order. Kyle Skelton. Another big situation here for the Thunder with the bases loaded and 2 outs. They trail by 5 and time ticking in this one. They are going to have to get this third out to have a chance in the bottom of the fourth. Lerma takes his time. Signal comes into the catcher Zegers, who relays it to the mound. Beautiful pitch, called strike. Skelton forward in the batting box toward the front of the plate. Wants to meet that ball early. We head to the bottom of the fourth here in San Marcos. Thunder trailing 10-5, and it could be do or die time for the Thunder as we are just short of 2 hours old in this game scheduled for 2 hours and 15 minutes. Thunder are going to have to get it done here in the bottom of the fourth if they want to have a chance. They'll have the top of the order available, Zegers, Lerma, and Taylor, to face the brand new pitcher, Sabian Flores. Flores comes in from center field and makes a straight change with Micah Duke. Duke now playing center field and in position to pick up the victory if the Wildcats can hold on. Flores still taking his warm-up pitches. He's hit a few of them short of the plate here, and that could bode well for the Thunder as they try to rally here in the bottom of the fourth, down by 5. First of 2 games for the Thunder today. They'll be back at 4:30, and we should have all the coverage for you right here on Thunder TV when they face Brazos Christian in the second game of this Peter Garza Invitational hosted by San Marcos Academy. Wow, great throw by the catcher. colleague from his knees. We'll see if he can do that under pressure. And here to apply the pressure here in the bottom of the fourth is the Thunder catcher, Isaac Zegers. Zegers lines up deep in the batter's box from the right side of the plate. First pitch from Flores is high. Zegers shares a laugh with the dugout as they try to keep it loose and hope their team rally here in the bottom of the fourth, which could end up being the last inning of this 7-inning affair. Flores catches the outside corner with that pitch, 1-1. There's the wind-up, high pitch. Flores has good speed on his pitch. Zegers continues to battle in there, waiting for the pitch to hit. Flores works pretty quickly. Again, misses high. Here's a 3-1 pitch. Flores ready to go out of the windup. Puts it over the plate, and Zegers hits it foul. Zegers asks for time before the pitch is delivered, steps out of the box, wants to reset. Granted time by the home plate umpire. Now we're ready to resume, and the payoff pitch is high and inside. Zegers will take it for ball 4. He hustles down to first. So leadoff runner aboard for the Thunder here in the bottom of the fourth. And the pitcher, Paxton Lerma, will try to help himself out here. Two hours, 3 minutes old this game is. Scheduled for 2:15. They're not supposed to start a new inning after 2:15. So we'll see if they let them play in the fifth if it's quick, or if the Thunder can do their damage here in the bottom of the fourth. Lerma swings at the first pitch for a strike. Turns on the second pitch over at the first baseman. That's Underwood, who beats him to the bag. Runner advances now. Underwood's going to throw across the diamond. Zegers put the pressure on him by faking the third. They threw it across, then threw it away into the outfield. Zegers rounds third, and he's going to come in comfortably. Trots into home standing up. Excellent base running by Isaac Zegers. Thunder will score there. They'll trade it out for a run. And that'll bring up Pace Taylor. Taylor at the plate with 1 out, 1 run in. Thunder down by 4. High looping pitch, and Taylor had no intention of swinging at that one. That one misses low, 2-0. Flores works a lot quicker from the mound than his predecessor. Pitching out of the stretch now, despite nobody on base, and Taylor rips one to the third baseman, takes a friendly hop, and goes over his hip into left field. A base hit for Pace Taylor. That brings up Dawson Posey. Perhaps what the Thunder needed was to work into the Wildcats bullpen, and that's what they are doing here. Very short lead for Taylor at first. That pitch thrown high, well over the catcher's head, and Taylor cruises into second on the wild pitch. One out, one on in scoring position. Bottom of four. Thunder trail by 4. Dawson Posey is the batter. That one is high and inside. He takes it for ball 2. Again, another fastball from Flores. He's got quite a bit more speed than his predecessor, Duke, but not nearly the same control. That one is thrown in for a strike. A swing and a miss by Posey. And Taylor goes to third, slides in under the tag. The throw was in time, but they couldn't get the tag down on him. A straight steal for Pace Taylor. Two balls and a strike now to Posey. Up high and outside, 3-1. These Thunder hitters content to make the pitcher throw strikes. Flores pulls some speed off of the pitch, but still can't get it over the plate, and Posey will walk to first on a 3-1 count. That puts runners at the corners for Micah Moak, and Wildcats are going to call timeout and discuss how they want to handle this defensively. Taylor at third, Posey at first. Moak will be the hitter. Moak ripped a double inside the left field line in his only at bat in the last inning. Moak and Coach Zach Taylor kind of study the defensive alignment, trying to figure out what the Wildcats are going to do here. All right, so defense is back in position, and Moak steps in with one out here in the bottom of the fourth. Pitch is low and away. Runners are going. Taylor is fast, and nobody covering the plate. Taylor's in to score another run as Posey moves to second. Different situation now for Moak with a runner at second. One out. 2 runs in. Pitch is inside. Ball 2. Moak asks for time. Flores had been working quickly. Takes a called strike. Swings at the next one, and quickly it's 2-2. Another quick pitch, misses low and inside. Full count now to Moak. Posey at second. Pitch is high, and he swings anyway. Goes down on strikes. So 2 down now for Israel Fuentes. Fuentes ducks under ball 1. Left-handed hitting Fuentes, and the Wildcats have shifted the defense to the right side of the infield. Another high pitch, 2-0. A lot of speed, but not a lot of strikes from the pitcher Flores. Thunder have chipped away. It's 10-7 our score. Another high pitch, rescued by the catcher, but Posey is there in time. Quick throw down to third, but not quick enough to get Dawson Posey. And 3-0 to Israel Fuentes. Still got that back foot hanging outside of the batter's box, but not going to matter here. He takes ball 4. Thunder doing their job and getting base runners aboard. Runners at the corners now for Gavin Seeley. And second trip to the mound now for the Wildcats. They're going to look to control this as Seeley represents the tying run. Looks like they are going to make a pitching change. We'll take a quick break and bring you back with those defensive changes. Hunter Elrod is the new pitcher for the Wildcats. Xavier Flores moves to shortstop. So that's a straight change there. And Gavin Seeley at the plate for the Thunder. Swings on the first pitch. A dribbler to the shortstop. He's not going to even throw. Seeley speedy down the first base line. Good for a base hit and an RBI. Thunder score one more. Two outs, 2 on. And Tommy Krewalt in to pitch hit. Krewalt represents the go-ahead run. Swings at the first pitch for a strike. Elrod working quickly from the mound. Second pitch fouled off by Krewalt, already behind 0-2.
Tommy, call time. Take a second. Take your time, Tommy. Let's
go. And a swing and a miss. 1-2-3. Krewalt goes down, and that'll do it for the Thunder in the bottom of the 4th. 10-8 our score. We'll be right back. Well, they're going to call the ball game on time. Thunder won't get another chance after that at-bat. They'll go down 10-8 to their crosstown rivals in BCA here in the first game of the Peter Garza Invitational. A great baseball game. Thunder will come back at 4:30 and try to do it again against Brazos Christian. Until then, it was great having you with us. This is Coach Kevin saying so long. We'll see you at 4:30.